So it's week 11 of my Vivos dental and airway expansion journey, and things are going really, really well. I saw Dr. Ivy 2 weeks ago, and I've gained another millimeter. So I started out with 28.9 millimeters. That was the transverse space from molar to molar of my arch, and I'm at 31 now. So she did say that if you are advancing your Vivos device fully 4 times, that's the upper device, that will result in about 1 millimeter of movement. And you do advance it approximately once a week. So that results in about 1 millimeter per month. And she also measured the gaps between my teeth, and they're starting to open up a little bit. It's making a little bit more space. And I think I'm starting to sense it. I feel like there's a little bit more room for my tongue, even though it's still very, very early. So I wanted to talk a little bit about why I chose the Vivos device. There would be other options for people who needed to or wanted to expand their jaw space. And one of them would involve surgery, which seemed a little bit too extreme for me. I didn't want to have that kind of healing time. And I think that's called SARPE. And then there's another type of expansion, which I think is called MARPE. And that's where they actually anchor a device into the palate of your mouth. And it actually helps to open up the bone. It's anchored there and then also connects to the teeth and pushes on them. So that didn't really seem so appealing to me as well. But the Vivos device is a bit different. It's actually removable, and you wear it between about 10 and 12 hours a day. So mostly in the evening and then a little bit in the daytime as well. And it just applies a really gentle pressure, and I can adjust it myself once a week. And it's just supposed to have a mild sort of pressure on it. It shouldn't be too painful or anything like that. For it to be working, it actually has to be just a gentle pressure, because if you start adding too much force, then it can start to result in teeth tipping, and we'd rather have the bone remodeling going on. So Vivos is primarily an airway device. It actually helps people who have airway issues. And I actually got tested for sleep apnea as part of this process. Everybody does. And I do have mild sleep apnea, but any sleep apnea is not good for you. So Vivos is one of the therapies that's designed to target it, and it opens up the palate and the airway for individuals. It actually helps flatten a really high arch so that there's more volume for the nose, and it brings the teeth forward and out so that there's more volume for the tongue to fit properly, and so that it doesn't actually fall back into the airway. And that, in conjunction with myofunctional therapy, which goes hand in hand with Vivos. I haven't started it yet, but I'm sure I will be soon. And this works to train your tongue and train your muscles in how to properly hold your tongue to optimize your airway. And it works in tandem with Vivos to help correct airway issues. And I guess a lot of people do actually have underdeveloped palates and dental arches. And some people think that might be from our Western diets that involve eating a lot of soft food. So hard food is very good to encourage the teeth to move, and the jaw to really expand and be large and be healthy. And the thing about the Vivos device is it just gently pushes and the body gets to respond. Nothing's really being forced. So bone remodeling takes place slowly as this expansion carries on. And it's almost as though the body's own wisdom can be allowed to step in and assist through the process. Nothing's being forced. And it can be quite successful for people like me who had dental extractions that resulted in a small mouth and jaw and airway space to help undo some of these things. And also, it improves facial harmony and optimizes your posture, helps with pain in the jaw, in the neck, tension that people have from having airways that are underdeveloped. So it definitely resonated with me, and I'm really, really pleased with how it's going so far. And I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, and I'll touch base with you soon.